love to buy in bulk, but we don't always have time to eat everything before it starts to taste stale. And so I buy these huge bags of cashews, and what I like to do is separate them out into these smaller bags and then vacuum seal them so that whenever we finish one, we can just move on to the next bag and they're nice and fresh, just like when we got them from the store. So I figured I'd just show you how it works. So this set comes with a ton of these bags. So we're just going to put them in. And you can do this with pretty much anything. Of course, I'm gonna make a big mess. But you just wanna put as much as you think you'll use before they go bad. So we're just gonna put these nuts here. And it's got this little seal line. And so I try to make the bag like as flat as I can, but leave this section empty because the vacuum needs to be able to go on here and sit completely flat. So I have these kind of smushed down a little bit. And then you're just going to take this section of the vacuum and put it right over the seal. And there's this like little white line here, and that's kind of where you want it to go. So you just put it right on top, and then you're gonna push this seal button, and then you can see that it starts to suck all of the air out of the bag. So it's getting a lot more compressed. So that's really gonna help these to stay fresh longer. So we got all that air out. So now we're ready to move on to the next one. So these are nice and compact, and they're gonna stay super fresh because there's no air in here. So let's do the next bag. Now, if you want to get super specific, you can like weigh these and do whatever you want. And there is the label on here, so you can take a Sharpie and just write on here exactly what's in the bag. So we're just gonna put it in the right spot. And get these flattened out a little bit. I like to stack the bags. So that's why I like to, I'm holding it on, sorry. That's why I like to keep them as flat as I can. Like instead of just holding everything and having it down here on the bottom, I want to be able to stack the bags on top of each other. All right, so there's all the air out. So now you see I can put these on top of each other and store them like that. So even I can put them into a basket like that if I want to as well. So just a couple more. The nice thing about it too is when you open the bag, say somebody opens it to take some out, but they're not going to eat very much, and you want to keep it airtight, you could always just re-vacuum seal it in the moment. Like you don't have to use it all once you open it up. You can just take out that air. So the less air exposure that these have, the longer they're going to stay fresh. There's quite a bit of air in here on this one. Okay, so we got that air coming out. Flatten out a little bit. All right, so now that this one's done, we're just gonna do one last bag. All right, so we've basically gone from one giant bag to 4 much more manageable bags. And then we get to save that money by buying these in bulk, but we don't have to worry about them going bad before we finish. One in here. All right, so here's our final product of our 4 bags. Nice and tight. Whenever we're ready to eat these, we're just gonna open up the bag. Just like a normal zipper bag, except for all the air had been taken out. And then, like I said, if you want to keep them fresh even longer after you start using them, you could always just reseal them again. You don't have to keep it open once you open it for the first time. So I hope that helps to see it in action.